James, I don't care what stars they give you. You're a five-star. You've been a five-star. Which is much harder. Listen, man, University of Miami fans want to know one thing. Does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Does you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
No.
Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you the tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person to play?
I don't see nobody.
I knew this. Nobody. Man. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's what I'm for. I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
So I just got to do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties. And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like the striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more of the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
Because
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James don't never be back at free safety. James be closer to the line than linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that's
just him helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I totally get it. I covered James since he was that big, bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then there goes the play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play, and you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. After that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackle.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss for like 6.
Yeah.
Dog, they didn't touch you. Like,
like they did.
Explain to me, dog. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim rule? Is something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Like, yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what this nigga was.
Big time players step up in big game. All the criticizing and all that, it's over, baby. Big time players step up in big game.
Yo, man, y'all stay locked in with us, man. Let us know where y'all from in the comment section. Let us know where y'all from. I got X in the back, man. We finna come in here and talk some Kane football, high school football. Let us know where y'all from in the member section. The comment section. Let us know where y'all from. See, Insane got them ILD squad emojis popping up in there. We about to get this thing popping in 1 second. Man, that Charlie Strong could have been hired by, I think, Manny Diaz. He had a chance to get Charlie Strong as a defensive coordinator, which would have been great. He was Florida's defensive coordinator forever, went on to be a head coach. All right. Let's stop the bullshit. If you're going to pick one of these other schools, pick the other schools. There's a number of reasons you can go to a school. I understand Louisville has jumped into the NIL market and are pitching these kids. And like they landed the number one running back in the nation at one point in time. And so Louisville is competing. They jumped in the NIL market. They were the first team to jump out there. They got a lot of money to play with. But don't get it confused. Don't get it confused. Kentucky has nothing to do with Florida or Louisville has nothing to do with Miami. It's not the 305. Don't let these country boys come out here and say, listen, man, we got half a roster to 305. It's like 305 up here. We got a don't. Because you're gonna find out real fast that Kentucky has nothing to do with the city of Miami or the University of Miami or what Miami has built. I don't think Louisville has ever won anything in football, to be quite frankly honest with you. Anything. Nathan. What am I reference to? The other day, young kid, Miami Central linebacker Stanquan Clark said it's like the 305. And I can only imagine that he's a kid, that somebody has uttered that to him or said that to him in his ear. Hey, look, we got a lot of it. Next, you're going to have Pitt start saying it's like the 305 because they're being able to fish a couple kids out of South Florida. No. There's a bunch of talent down here. Miami can't take them all. FIU can't take them all. FAU can't take them all. Kids are going to go everywhere. But don't let these country boys trick you into thinking that Tinseltown, Kentucky has anything to do with the city of Miami. because it's not even close. It's not even debatable. I mean, it's a trick. It's a trick. And don't let them pull the rug out from you. So if you're gonna go out there and deal with the country boys, make sure you go deal with the country boys for a valid reason, and not that reason. It's a lot more you can go deal with them for, but that's not one of them. Louisville and Miami will be head to head. Louisville is one of the 4 teams that Miami slate to play. I think starts in 2023 or 2024. I'm not sure how that was chosen, but yeah, but Louisville is one of the teams that Miami will play. So it's going to be a lot of head to head when it comes to Louisville and Miami. Here recently, one of them was the Washington Twins. The Washington Twins started flirting with Louisville. X said it wasn't real. Talked to Robbie or Bobby or one of them. Then it came out and said, hey, somebody came out with a report to say, hey, Washington Twins plan to take a visit to Louisville. Okay. Are we playing poker? What are we doing here? We're playing poker. A bird in the hand is better than 2 in the rearview mirror of whatever the saying is. But Louisville and Miami has been at this tug of war thing when it comes to recruiting with a couple of kids. Then recently, Robbie Washington last night tweeted that, hey, the picture of them in the U, they with the U. I'm here to tell you this, man. I'm reporting this for you guys, but following these kids, every step, man, gonna make some of y'all throw up on yourself. You're gonna make some of y'all throw up on yourself because recruiting is not for the faint of heart, bro. Y'all seem to think that these kids at 16, 17 really has these things figured out. And some of y'all at 36, 46, 48, 49 still don't have it figured out. Yeah, they don't have it figured out. And then they have their parents who do a lot of times don't have it figured out. That's why we have things like Footballville, man. We try to talk about these things and get to the bottom of some of these things and help these guys out with these things. But no, listen, Louisville and Miami is about to be head to head in this ACC as long as both teams are in the ACC and on this recruiting trail. But when it comes to the Washington Twins, I'm going to call bluff on that. I think the Washington Twins were just trying to make Miami show their hand. And I hope they showed it. Because I think really highly of Bobby and Robbie, young studs, son of Killian running back Bobby Washington. But all right, that's my take on it. Louisville and Miami are going to be head to head for a while from now, so y'all get used to it. But don't get no mistake about it. Louisville has nothing in common with Miami, but deer hunting and maybe quiet time. It's funny how when I started this, I've got some funny story. I for a long time, I didn't know what the word media meant. And when I said I didn't know what the word media meant, I would read the definition and it didn't do anything for me. And for years, I didn't understand what media meant and its place in society and what I was really representing. I was just trying to create football and show football, not necessarily create the platform that I created. When it started dawning on me what media was, it became clear to me that I was creating something that could last forever. When I started coming to the Hurricanes, that put me in a room full of media scholars or people who went to school for media, people who work for these big media companies, ABC, NBC, ESPN, SI. And I wasn't sure when I used to be sitting in that room with them at the University of Miami, because they used to gather us in a little room before we went out to watch practices and stuff. And I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be there. But as I grew and I watched them and I learned from them and what they did and what I all right. Enough of my ugly face. What's good, man? I'm D. We about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. Got my homies in the back, Rich homie Quan. Not Rich homie Quan. Rich homie Quan. I don't know if you want to be Rich homie Quan. And I got X in the back. X-Man. First off, 786-459-9499. You want to get down with IOD Squad. What you were just watching is Caneville Experience 7. That's in the members section. Just try to get y'all little snippets of it every now and then. I hope that looked good. It came out for you, but it's like it's 12K or something, man. It's real good experience we give. That was me out on the docks with the skyline in the back, man, trying to get a cool shot. I gotta get my cell phone charger, man. Oh my God. What's up in here, man? Let me see where y'all dudes from, man. Where y'all from? Let me see where everybody in here from. Houston, Texas in the building. Florida. Somebody say it's muted. Malcolm talking about, man, tell Rich all those young ladies in high school. Man, we know them ladies in high school. What are you talking about, man? We up early this morning with the BS. Malcolm, what are you talking about? We know they're in high school. We know exactly where they're in high school. I'm talking about them young ladies in high school. We know that. Them young ladies want to be famous just like the football boys want to be famous. They want to get their grind on. He talking about the dancing girls from Miami Northwest. I don't know why Malcolm thinking about that early this morning, Rich. Where you
Man,
eating? What you eating? Donuts, man? What you eating this morning, man?
No, I got me a protein bar.
I don't know why. I don't know why Malcolm thinking about the girls early this morning, man.
Hey, he might have some morning frustration going on or something. I don't know.
Early this morning. X, what's going on, bro?
What's up?
Chilling, man. Yeah, Malcolm up early this morning with the BS, man. So yeah, man, 786-459-9499. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section. It's a few more options in there if y'all boys want to get involved. Like I said, what you was watching is the Caneville Experience video, but you got to be a member to see that particular one. And there's a few more back there. And to become a member, you just hit the join button down there. I think it's half off the first month right now. Really can't beat that. Yeah, but we want to become a member. You hit the join button. It should be next to subscribe. And if you don't want to spend no money, man, just hit subscribe and alert bell. Hey, what's going on, bro? What you did this weekend, man?
I had a lot of drinks.
I better say you had a lot of drinks. You had a lot of drinks, man. How much can you drink, Egg? Do you drink straight? Do you drink it straight? You can drink Hennessy straight?
Straight out the bottle.
You can drink a bottle a day?
I mean, I'm not gonna drink a bottle a day. That's an alcoholic.
Being called alcoholic is like being called, I don't know, a hoe. I mean, there's different levels of it. So
yeah, I can't drink though. I can drink a bottle. That's nothing for me.
You don't never drink it with chaser?
Nah. Anytime I chase it make my stomach hurt. I just drink it straight.
Today we're gonna talk about Akheem Mesidore over under 7 sacks. We're gonna get into a little Brashard. First, I'm gonna say Malik Bryan. Did you see any video for Malik Bryan in that game, X?
Yeah. I seen I forget who it was, but they was showing how he had a strip sack, not a strip sack, but he stripped the running back, made him fumble. How he was pressuring Tiger mostly.
Now listen, I give you some. I didn't need to cut you off, but I give you some insight on that. That was the first time Northwestern touched the ball. They gave it right back to Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was the first time they touched the ball. Like second play, first play, and they gave it right back to him. Okay, I'm gonna put up a few right here because he put up a few on his page. I'm gonna get my pretty face off here, man. My pretty HD face off here, man. Shout out to Twan.
But I it was somebody talking about Olette Jones was gonna beat the West. I said, you crazy?
Nah. Edrin James walked in, man. I was like, what's up, man? We dapped up. We started talking, man. He was like, man, you think them? Nah, 14, 16, 17 points, man. I can't see Jones really putting up. I couldn't see them offensively. But here we go, X. Check it out. You can see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some of the plays that he put up. I'm gonna turn the sound on. That's a nice picture.
Yep.
It's another nice picture. I guess he got a little payback on Jamari Ford on that play, huh? He stuck Jamari. He had to get really low, but he stuck Jamari on that play, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Make it a little bigger. Okay, and I think it's like one or two more. Let me see. Okay, no, that's just a picture. Real short. I'm gonna see if I can get the huddle on that so we can break it down. But what you see, X, when you see him? What do you see?
I see, Jones using him as an edge rusher, so he's getting pressure in the backfield.
IMG used him as an edge rusher too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we recruiting him as what?
Edge rusher, linebacker. He'll be a linebacker, but in situational downs, he'll probably come off the edge.
I think it's great that they are. I mean, he's very, for his size, he's very athletic sideline to sideline, which is great. The only thing that concerns you with him primarily being a edge rusher is the expectations of what you would consider for a linebacker. Like a great game for an edge rusher might be 5 tackles and a sack and a fumble or fumble recovery, right? So you're not gonna have true middle linebacker numbers where you're talking about 10 plus tackles a game or something like that. So the edge rusher is almost about changing the game, like changing the dynamics of the game, like that play right there where you strip a guy and you get it back on offense because of your hustle. So that's one thing to think about when you talk about edge rushing or that hybrid edge rusher linebacker combination.
Right. So we're recruiting him to play like what? Who on the team right now, X, play the same position?
I guess you could say Thomas Davis now.
Thomas Davis. Explain what Thomas Davis is doing now, because we haven't seen him play anything.
Oh yeah, I seen him. Well, I seen him out there a couple of times. They had him in situational where he's rushing the edge.
I'm sorry. We've seen him at practice, but I'm just saying the people as a whole haven't seen him on the field.
Yeah, so they had him standing up as a rush in. When they went big, They had what's his name? Jackson in there. They had Lincolnstein in there, and then they had Miller. And then they used Thomas Davis, was basically like the defensive end, but he was standing up, so he was rushing. So it's like they're moving him back and forth from edge rusher and then Mike back up.
Mm-hmm. And Thomas Davis is heavier, and I think he was heavier in high school too. Thomas Davis is about 200.
I don't know if he was heavier than Malik right now. Malik is like 230 something.
In high school
now,
in high school. You sure? Because I thought Thomas Davis was about 6'2", 250 in high school.
Nah, no way. He was no way. He wasn't that big. That was
okay.
Yeah, he'll do something like I'm not what we thought Zach McCloud was supposed to do, but But yeah,
sounded like that's right. Kind of like Zach McCloud, right? That's what I was thinking when I was leaving the game.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's basically how we'll use him, but it'd be good because he's an athletic linebacker, so getting pressure on the quarterback is the main key. That's if you do that, then your defense is pretty much going to be pretty good.
Yeah, and I do see in the comments, which is absolutely true. I was at the game as well. He did play a little bit of middle linebacker as well, which could have been because he mentioned that he was, spying on the quarterback. So it could have been a formation that they saw where they put him at the middle, and
Well, me and Hayes talked about it. We talked about it, and he felt that they were it was the formations that Northwestern were doing purposely to pull him out of the middle.
That makes sense.
So they could run the ball. So situational, like
it'll be situational. That's gonna be situational. It's not gonna be. I mean, just look at the linebacker class we have right now. With Popo, and then you got Bobby. They are more traditional linebackers. So, in order for them all to be on the field, sometimes he might have to just go. He'll be standing up like he's a linebacker, and then he rush the pass when they say height. It'll be something like that. So,
right.
Speaking of Bobby, did you see the hit Bobby did on him? Bobby almost killed that kid.
So that you said you compare Bobby to Willie Williams, and everybody had a fit, right?
Everybody had a fit.
And now I heard people comparing that touchdown saving tackle to Sean Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing like that.
Come on now.
Bro, listen, I've seen people write, boy, that brought back memories of Sean Taylor. I ain't just saying it. I saw people write it. I was like, and it made me think about your comment about Willie Williams.
Man, when I said Bobby was 4.4 speed, people was like, man, stop lying. He ain't no 4.4 speed. And when they seen that play, they were like, damn, he is 4.4 speed. Like, because he was on the other side of the field.
Yes.
And he ran the dude down and hit him. Like,
and knocked him out of bounds. Was that Cardinal Gibbons or was that Chaminade?
It was Chaminade.
Was it Bullet that he hit?
Nah, it wasn't Bullet. It was the backup running.
The smaller back, the smaller one, the other kid. No, man, really fast. Him and his brother Robbie put on the show.
Yeah, they put.
Listen, man, I'm here to tell y'all this, bro. I don't care that they're not getting the publicity that everybody else is getting. You're not hearing the numbers. Them two dudes are legit. And I ain't talking about mediocre legit. They're a real deal, bro. Robbie White still reminds me of Marshall Faulk so much, dog. Like he could catch the ball in space, like, and he get it. It's one cut and he's out of there, bro.
Marshall Faulk, wow.
Yeah, dog. The way he, yes, bro. Like the way he can catch the ball, make one move, and is gone. He reminds me of Marshall Faulk so much, bro.
Ford, yeah.
Not Ford.
I said
Robbie.
I said Robbie. Washington. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said Ray remind me of Santana Moss.
He does.
Yeah. He does.
Where did that come from? You just threw that in there? You just
no. Yesterday somebody showed. No, yesterday they were showing like Santana Moss highlights at UM, and I say Ray could be Santana Moss for us at UM.
Yeah. Ricky Williams said the same thing on the show. He said the same thing. Yeah.
Could be Santana Moss for us.
Yeah, Ricky Williams said the same thing. No, bro, Robbie has a burst of speed on him, man. That's. Listen, bro, I know what I'm talking about, dog.
And it's not sneaky. It's like legit. It's not. You ain't sneaking up on it. It's just about to happen.
let me see. Oh, Robbie.
The
But
thing
no,
that the reason
those two are
why
legit. Go ahead. Uh-huh.
I was going to mention the reason why I didn't, when you mentioned Marshall Faulk and I said Ford, is because the one thing I see with Robbie is that on kickoffs and punts, he's super confident. He's super confident.
Who Ford?
So
Ford?
no, what's his name?
You say
Robbie.
Robbie.
Ford is too, but Robbie, even the way he fields the punt, you're like, man, this guy. It's almost like that Devin Hester-ish type of swag where you like these boys in trouble. They done kicked it right to me. They in trouble.
No, he has it. I've seen it too many times. He did it to Central. This same thing right here. Like he did it to Central. He caught one on Central. He
did it to Booker T.
Yeah, bro. And when you're fast like that, when you're elite fast like that on the field with Central, Chaminade, Booker T, that means you're next level legit fast. And we're not talking about a track star. He's not even running track and nothing like that. This is just out the womb mama speed. You know what I'm saying? That's out the womb mama speed. That's it.
Yeah. He's definitely fast, man. They don't get the publicity as far as with the recruiting ranking. You know, if Bobby was a 4-star, 5-star, yeah, you know, they're gonna talk about him. That's just how it is. You know, they don't talk about you unless you're like highly ranked. You know,
yeah.
But you know, I've seen him play for a full year. I've seen him in some games, real games, not just highlights. And they are as advertised as I say. Like,
somebody says
I remember when Bobby, when they was playing Booker T last year, and they was losing, and the defense just had made a stop, and you know the players went on the sideline and they was jumping up and, kind of celebrating. And Bobby was like, "Man, what we celebrating for? We losing." Right. And I was like, "Yeah, I want that guy on my team right there." Like, that's the type of attitude you gotta have.
Yeah, you know what? One of the things that I also want to point out is the fact that this is in your hometown. You want to get kids who are not in the national spotlight because you know how to evaluate kids. So this is exactly what you want the Miami regime to be doing, like getting a Bobby and Robbie, you know, looking at players before they blow up and get that additional star. This is exactly what you want to do because at the end of the day, those players remember who recruited them first, and they always kind of give you a nod when you do. So I'm glad that they stayed on them as soon as they got here.
Right.
Yeah, and then you can just look at Robbie and look at Ray Ray. You got two dynamic guys who, when they get the ball, they dynamic. And special teams has been an issue for us for some years. Like we ain't had nobody's dynamic back there in a long time. So now you're saying, okay, you can put them on special teams. You got them at slot. Get them the ball in open field. These are the type of players you need to, you know, be a difference maker. You know, that one punt return might make a difference. You know what I'm saying, in the game. And obviously, man, we haven't been good at punt return or kick return in so long.
They I see why when I said Marshall Faulk, people you frowned and people was like, Marshall Faulk. I guess y'all are saying that because next to his name it says wide receiver, right? Because he's recruited as a wide receiver. But I know when I did research on him when he was in Tennessee and Georgia, when I looked at him, I saw him take handoffs. And his dad was a running back. Dog, listen, here go a few plays right here. I've seen him come out the back. When I see him get the ball, it's never a bomb. It's always on the line of scrimmage. Somehow they get him the ball, and he make a play, and he make it happen. Yeah, I've seen him get the ball out the backfield a lot. Watch this move. Oh my.
Oof.
Oh my.
He cut him up right there. Yeah, I can see it. He kind of has that Tecmo Bowl spin when he gets in traffic and just makes you. And Marshall Faulk used to be real good at that. Remember that spin Marshall Faulk used to do?
Yeah. So I went to see Ray play the other night. Ray them struggling at quarterback. They may be getting a transfer or so. They manufactured, like, they would roll the quarterback out and throw the ball to him. He had a couple catches. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. There was no special teams. That's a lot of times. That's what Ray can make it happen when it's not happening on offense. You know what I'm saying? When they punt on the ball, they kick the ball off. So there was no special team versus Miramar. The score ended up being 7-0. It was like watching constipation. Had to talk to Luke the next day, 2 hours about on the phone. I was driving to Orlando, listening to Luke's frustration as he watched film, breaking down the film. How tall is Ray?
5'8", 5'9", 5'9".
5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
I don't think that really matters. I think it's just exactly what you said. Like, you got to have a quarterback who can exist between snapping the ball and finding Ray. And they may not have that, because I remember hearing a couple months ago where they mentioned that they had a quarterback transfer somewhere. I'm not gonna say where.
Yeah,
Edison transferred to St. Thomas.
St. Thomas. Yeah, it ain't no secret.
So it is what it is, and it's already the season, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to salvage that. But I think his scholarship and what he's done in the past is already, in his body of work, is solidified. It's just figuring out that QB position and making sure that he can go out on a winning note and not a losing note his senior year.
Well, I think they're going to Georgia to play one of the top teams in Georgia this week. Now, look at this play right here. See, this is when I see him make plays. Like, well, look at this. It's always at the line of scrimmage. And then it's that. That looked like Gulliver they were playing against. I think that was Gulliver last. Yeah, it was Gulliver last year.
Now, one thing to keep in mind too, because I know we even did a lot of that with Rambo last year, with a quarterback that's a little bit more developed and can stretch the ball down the field. That might be a factor in getting them the ball in more traditional wide receiver type of looks, like slants and stuff like that, where he could use the speed. But I mean, either way, it's two guys from the same mold, right? I wouldn't say same mold, but two similar types of threats with Ray as well as Robbie, and that's that speed, and they're always going to make something happen if you just get them the ball. So, and we got two of them this recruiting class.
Right.
So that's a good thing. And speaking of guys who are Swiss Army knives, did you want to touch base on Brashard?
Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all open it up. Let me run. I'm gonna go ahead and get my charger. Brashard Smith, as I said, was a running back his whole entire youth football career. He ran it a little bit at the end of his high school career. Miami has had an injury bug hit their running back position. Y'all talk to him for a second. Talk to him for a second about Brashard, and is it even necessary? Like, is it even that first X, then Rich? Even in the necessary, we got three backs, then we got the other two kids. The one kid who dad played, I don't know why I can never remember your little homeboy name, Terrell Walden, right? Is it even necessary? And will Brashard be looked at, get a carrier too? Talk to him, X.
I think, yeah, it's a lot easier for him now to get in the game a lot more, because now you got three scholarship running backs. You put him in the game, he don't necessarily have to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? He could do stuff out the backfield, catch the ball, stuff like that. So just to get him in the game, to get extra touches, I think that's good for him.
Right.
But yeah, they definitely can use him at running back because he could play running back. Like he has the body size to play running back actually. So I was thinking that from the get go, even before the running backs was getting hurt. I'm like, just find situations to get him in the game.
Right.
You know
Certain packages.
Yeah, like just find a situation to put him in the game because he's dynamic with the ball in his hand. You see the speed he got when he catches the ball. He runs by everybody. So it's like you just got to find situations. And just imagine if you just say, well, yeah, we'll put him and Knighton in the game together and put him in the backfield, and do some plays where now two linebackers got to guard those two guys. That's probably going to be bad for the team. You know what I'm saying? So
what this kind of reminds me of is DJ Dallas minus having to gain all that weight like they did with the previous regime. So
yeah. But I mean, DJ, I don't know if DJ is that fast. He wasn't that fast.
He was not that fast, not even close.
He wasn't that fast, but...
So there you go. You have a kid who could do the same things, but at a much faster speed. So
yeah. Like, I mean, just look at all of Brashard Smith plays last year. Everything was like he's almost who's ever guarding him. It's like they kind of running 10 yards behind him.
Right.
So I'm like, man, coach, you got to find a way to put Brashard in the game, even if it's out the backfield, or you got him at slot, throwing him hitches and screens. You just got to find a way. Even on special teams, I think he should be on special teams for sure. Everybody keeps saying Malik Curtis. They want Malik Curtis. I mean, I do too, but I just don't know. I don't know the situation with that. I don't know why he hasn't been on special teams, but Brashard definitely is going to be on special teams. He's going to be returning points and kicks this year for sure.
Right. Well, I would say too, the thing that jumped off the tape to me. I know we were playing House of the Blind, but when he took, I think it was an end around or maybe a punt return, and he was just streaking down the sideline, and it was just like you knew that they were playing lesser competition, but you also know by looking at it, looking at the eye test, you could tell when somebody is moving, like really moving. And I was like, and I think everybody, all the fans was like, we had this all along, and we never trotted him on the field at all.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. You start to look at the talent on the team. You say, well, damn, what were we doing? Like, we really had these guys sitting on the bench, like,
right.
I mean, look,
but that's
over.
over.
After the Bama game, I was like, man, anybody who's in that secondary shouldn't be there anymore. The only one I said should have been there was Tyreek Stevens. And I was like, everybody else got to go.
Right. Yeah.
Same with linebacker. I'm like, man, my God, like they shouldn't be there. But
yeah, I felt bad for Bubba Bolden. I was like, man, he should have went to the league the year before instead of
the year before. Yeah. It's unfortunate they just cut him the other day too. I think Seattle just cut him. And maybe he get picked up somehow, some way. But we'll see, man. But yeah, man, expect big things from Brashard. Brashard has been having a real good camp so far, like real good. He's pushing Restrepo. He's pushing Restrepo for that starting job. I think Restrepo eventually will get it, but you're going to see a lot of Brashard Smith on the field.
I agree, and I remember saying this too with Restrepo. So a lot of people was kind of like, I remember saying this during the spring, where I was like, look, as a coach, especially when you're getting paid millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars to coach kids, you do want the most talented guy, but you also want the guy that's your guy, who like understands that, if I don't catch this 3rd and 10, like I might not have a receivers coach this next week. So you want a guy who is reliable and, is always going to be a little bit more sure-handed. So that's why, with Strep, I mentioned that, and we're seeing it. He's one of the dogs in practice, or street. What you call them? Aliens?
The Strepo, you call him Strepo alien?
Yeah, he one of them dudes. But Brashard is a dude too, but in a much more dynamic way. And
and then like what you were saying, the coach wanted to trust him because at the same time, if that position coach is sending those guys on the field, and then those guys don't do what they're supposed to do on the field, the position coach gonna get chewed up by the head coach. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. It's like, so that's why even everybody kept saying, well, why is Amari Carter always on the field? And guess what? He's doing everything the coach wanted to do. And the coach saying, I'm not getting fussed out for putting somebody else who's not going to do what I want to do in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can only imagine, morning cafe con leche with Mario,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not even just with Mario. Just looking at Coach Stills, Coach Charlie Strong, Coach Adai.
Right.
I think that defensive side of the ball, man. If I'm on that defense, I'm scared to mess up. Cause dude,
yeah,
you got some guys on that team, on that staff that's gonna come at you.
Yeah, the defensive coaches, you look like you said, Steele, Strong, and those two guys. You got guys who don't care. You know how it is when you when somebody older and they just don't hold their tongue back.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't care. They don't even care about what the head coach got. They're like, look, this is what it is. So you really gotta like that, because they're gonna tell you straight up, look, man, this is a business. You can't do what you're supposed to do. I don't care how many stars you got. You ain't playing.
Yeah.
So
that's the main thing. I see somebody talk about Bubba ain't been right since he dyed his hair.
He got cut. He didn't get a shot anywhere else.
He just got cut the other day, so I don't.
The most amazing thing is the Maurice Alexander, bro. We're gonna have to write that full story, dog.
Oh man, we're gonna have to.
That is the most. Ed, you wasn't here when we sat down with Maurice Alexander that day.
Yeah, no, I wasn't down.
That is amazing. I talked to him this morning, man. The most, that is amazing, dog. What's going on with Maurice Alexander?
Yeah.
So listen, man. This old school football bill right here, man. Let me see what year this was. Since we're talking about Brashard, this was 2012. Damn, I hate when I go back that far. I've been doing this way too long. 2012. And yeah, look, football bill. Look at that. Them people don't look like X. Do it. That don't look like X and Kiki sitting on the couch. Do it, huh?
Definitely
I love this beginning. I had to turn it off because YouTube was gonna get me. But this is Brashard. This is Gwen Cherry. I can only imagine who these kids are now. This was a long time ago, dog. If I had to think about it, I could tell you who they are.
Right.
2012.
Brashard is what number?
No, this is Gwen Cherry in Overtown. I'm gonna show you Brashard. Brashard's number one. Here, Brashard game right here. Brashard versus Ghouls in the playoffs down in Richmond. He's gonna be number one. And it was Brashard, Corey Collier, Jay. They all were on the same team. That's Brashard right there. That's not Brashard. That's four. I thought he was gonna be the captain. It's a long time ago, man. Bear with me. We'll watch that for a second. I'm sure eventually he'll make a play and I rewind it back. But yeah, this was like Pop Warner. They didn't do ages. They called it like, and Ghouls had some guys. You know what I'm saying? There go Brashard right there, number one. Jason Marshall. Who did 4 look like just then, X? I'm sure we know who 4 is too. They had Jason Marshall. They had Leonard Taylor at one point in time. See, Ghouls had some guys. I think 3 was I think Jason Marshall was either 3 or I think 6. Here's Brashard right here.
There you go. At running back.
Yeah, I mean he's a natural running back. To me, I mean, I think he went to wide receiver because he's tired of getting hit. That's what I believe.
I mean, it's a money decision. It's a, you know what I'm saying? That's what Deion Sanders said, right?
Nice tackle.
He said that's a career decision if you try to tackle Bo Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tackle that.
Because so if y'all just get this 2012, this Richmond Giants, man, Coach Shu had this team forever, and they would always get beat by Tiger and Gwen Cherry, and eventually when there was Brashard right there. You gotta publish some of this stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I get some of this stuff out here. We gotta get Shu on here, X, tell us who everybody was. I think they had Leonard Taylor, they had Jason Marshall, they had Corey Collier.
They had a whole bunch. They had
a loaded before team. Corey Collier had the dreads, yeah. But I think Brashard, I don't know if they haven't said anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Mario said something about Brashard in the press conference. That could be the beginning of him giving him confidence, right? That's how it works, right? Right? You say something about him in a press conference, right? They be like, "Oh, coach, talk about you, dog. You did a good job." Brashard probably sitting up there like, I ain't doing nothing today. but then he goes to him and asks him, "Hey, Brashard, listen, man, we may need you to take some carries at running back." Kind of soften him up a little bit.
But yo, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Out of here.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Out of here soon too. I gotta
go. Always a pleasure.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
But yeah, so let's get into Mesidore, dog. There's Brashard right there again.
Mesidore. What you say? 7 over under 7?
Yeah, over under in the comment section. Let us know, man. Over and under Mesidore. Will he have over under 7 sacks? He came in here. I think he had 2 seasons of 5. He had 5 from nose guard, and he had 5 from playing like the same position he plays now on the end.
Yeah.
Over under 7. You think he'll get more than 7 sacks?
Yeah, I think he gets 7 or more.
You think he get more than 7 sacks?
Yeah.
Everybody's saying more. I think we got a better defense than West Virginia had. Like,
yeah, of course.
That boy had 7 sacks. That boy had 7 sacks from the. 5 sacks from the nose guard position. That's crazy. People saying over +2, over 8 against FCS. Over +2 against FCS. What are you saying? We're not counting the Bethune-Cookman sack? What are we saying here? What are we saying here?
I don't know what they say. Game counts. I mean,
Najee Kelly, right? Najee Kelly is behind who right now?
Najee Kelly, he's behind like what's his name? Agoudier. But yeah, he's behind Agoudier because it looks like Mesidore, Agoudier, and Harvey, all 3 of those guys rotate with like either first team, stuff like that, and then Najee Kelly comes in after that.
So he's like second team.
Yeah, I think Najee can probably give 8 or more than 7 sacks too.
How are they going to keep him off the field? Are we finna have a Greg Russo situation again?
Yeah.
Where we know he could play, and we're waiting for him to play, but there's guys in front of him that probably deserve a look.
Well, no. He's Najee gonna play. He's gonna play because he's gonna get at the quarterback. He's gonna play.
So what about you got Jafari Harvey? You got Goudier. You're just saying eventually he'll get some snaps, not like Greg was just sitting on the bench.
Yeah, no. He gonna get some snaps because Stills wants to rotate that D line a lot to keep him healthy for the season, keep him fresh. So I think it's gonna be like a 10-man defensive line rotation.
Right.
So he gonna get in the game. I think the odd man out probably gonna end up being Chaz Williams.
You think so?
I mean, he just ain't. He hasn't been showing that he's that guy like that. I still think he got the talent, but I don't know.
The starters who are Goudier, Mesidore?
Yeah.
Goudier, Mesidore, then you got what?
Well, it might be Harvey and Mesidore. It might be Harvey and Mesidore, and then the Goudier.
Harvey and Mesidore, then Goudier and Kelly.
Yeah. And then you'll have Chaz Williams, maybe Elijah Roberts, or what's his name? Who the kid who came from Columbus, who dead is on the training staff.
Ishmael,
yeah, him.
Right. Gotcha. No, man, over under. Cal said he'll take the under. I think everybody else saying over 7. You think about what, 9?
Yeah, something like around that. Yeah, 9 to be good. I mean, if he has 9, Harvey has 8, 9. Goudier has 8, 9. You know, like now you're getting a whole lot of pressure from your defensive end. So, just want to say like, I say about 8, between 8 and 9. Yeah,
between 8 and 9. Check your phone. Check your messages. I don't know, bro. I think really high, dog. 7 may be low. 7 may be low. I was thinking Mesidore was going to be our best end.
You say 7 may be low.
Yeah, 7 may be low because I think Mesidore is going to be our best end. But you got Nigel Kelly.
But is it low? Is it low if they rotating a lot of D linemen?
No. Snaps has a lot to do with that. You're right.
Remember that year when we had that good defense with Chad Thomas in them, right? I think the leading sack on that team was like 8 or something like that, like 8 or 9. And then, but we had almost like 50-something sacks that year. So I mean, that was a good defense. Well, I mean, if nine sacks was leading the team, that's not your All-American type stats. But if you get 50-something sacks throughout the whole team, you would rather take that than saying, "Oh well, we got one guy that got 15 sacks."
Right. Somebody just said what would be the average? So what would be the total for D-line sacks? That's basically what you're saying now.
Yeah. So if you say, man, you got a season, man, where if you get between 45 to 50 sacks, you pretty much having a good defense that year. And the defense gonna be good. That's putting pressure on the quarterback. Probably gonna create a whole lot of turnovers. You're looking for like between 45 and 50. That should be good. But like if you anything like 30, then it's like you getting a sack a game or something like that.
Right.
And then you gotta count the linebackers who gonna blitz hit plays. The cornerback might blitz certain plays and get a sack. Safety might blitz to get a sack. So it's safe for the whole team. If you get between 45 and 50 sacks, the defense gonna be pretty good and get the ball back.
Right. No, I heard the defense been looking stellar out there, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, bro, get up out of here, man. Go handle your business. I'm gonna hold it down. All right.
All right.
Yo. No, listen. That may be a little low, man. I think really high of Mesidore. I know where he came from. I know what he went through to get there. I know how hard he worked. How hard he worked to get there. I know how hard he worked to get there. And sitting down with him, man, we did an interview with him. Cool kid, bro. Cool kid, focused kid, big thick guy. I think Mesidore does his thing. To be honest with you, I think he does his thing, and I think he gets over 7, man. If you're just getting here, dog, listen, 786-459-499. You want to get down with investor.iod squad. We got 200%. Kyle Branch, you in here, Kyle? Kyle, we went 200% on the spot this morning, Kyle. We went 200% on the spot, Kyle. We held the spy over the weekend, and we got 200% out of it, Cal, on the Discord. Now I know you like those runners. I know you like those runners. But 200% is a good get, dog. That means if you woke up this morning, you had $100, right? If you woke up this morning, you had $100. That means you walked away with $300. Ain't too many places in life where you can actually make that happen. One second, let me check this out. So, man, if y'all just walking in here, we were talking about Mesidore over under, because I see we keep adding people. Mesidore over under 7 sacks. Mesidore has had 5 sacks in his first 2 years. He was on the end, then West Virginia asked him to play nose guard. He actually went to the nose guard and did that also. And got 5 sacks from the nose, 5 or 4 from the nose guard position. So let us know in the comment section, over or under, will Mesidore have more than 7 sacks? One second. Let me bring somebody else on in here, man. Let's see if Jaden Harris ain't doing nothing today. We're gonna bring Jaden Harris. Right? See if we can get Jaden Harris on here, my other partner. Over. You say over, big dog? Cal, what you say? Yeah, Cal, man, we did 200%, Cal, this morning, man. We did 200% on the spy, and got out of there. And that's like a day, dog. That's like a day's work. We in the lucid play right now. So, man, 78645. Just click the link in the comment section up there. Click the link. It's a couple options in there. Some one-on-ones with Street, and then you can get into IOD Squad. There's a few things in there. Click the link. It's pinned at the top of the comment section. Watch Everything said Bobby rumor was him and Jalen didn't get along. That's why Jalen picked LSU. Have you heard that? Man, that sounds like some Beyonce stuff, man. I doubt if he picked the whole school because he didn't get along with another kid. I mean, you just fight him. You're gonna have to fight any locker room you're going to. You're gonna have to fight. I doubt it. Doubt if that's why he picked a whole nother school. But I heard that they did at some point have at the 7-on-7 tournament. They had some disagreements. They didn't really get along like that. But I doubt it. That's why he picked a whole. You're gonna go all the way to Louisiana because you don't get along with Bobby or Robbie. Well, it is 2 of them, huh? It is 2 of them, huh? So breaking news. I just got this across the board. The Tyler Van Dyke tabbed for 2 more award watch lists. Quarterback is selected to the Manning Awards, CFA Page National Performer of the Year Trophy watch list. So he's selected for the Manning Award and the CFPA National Performer of the Year watch list. Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler Van Dyke is going to be selected for everything this year. Yeah, he's going to get every award watch list. You just got to show and prove. And I don't want to hear that your wide receivers can't catch the ball. I don't want to hear none of that. Great quarterbacks make kids look good. Went to see Jones and went to see Jones. Another thing I got out of Jones. Somebody asking me if there's a pretzel on my hat. You see, man, y'all use 786459499 for everything but what it's supposed to be used for. Shout out to my dog, man. I'm just joking with you. Is that a pretzel on your head? Yeah, I got it from Target. It's a pretzel. What I made you hungry or something, dog? Yeah, I was speaking with 2024 kid, and we're gonna write something on it. DeAndre Robinson, 2024 kid from Orlando Jones. Say he been on a few visits, man. Been on a few visits, but they say the best visit he been on was the University of Miami. Let me see, DeAndre Robinson, Orlando. Got a weird spelling on his name. Orlando. That's not coming out. DeAndre Robinson. Should have just asked Siri, huh? Defensive lineman, 6'4", 300 pounds. They got him as a 4-star. Arizona, Arkansas. Say he's been on a few visits, planning to visit Alabama, but he said been to Miami, best visit he's been to Miami. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get to that. Did any players get NIL deal with Hooters? What are we doing here? Did any players get NIL deal with Hooters? Let me answer some of these questions, man. Some of y'all dudes wild, man. Did Edgerrin James tell you he's doing the coin toss for the FSU game? Nah, he ain't gonna talk about nothing like that. Man, we bros, man. We ain't talking about coin. Hey, man, what's up, boy? What's up, dog? What's up, man? Hey, you know I'm doing that coin toss for the FSU. Nah, man, we don't talk like that. That ain't the type of stuff we talk about. Yeah, that ain't the type of stuff we talk about, dog. That's not the type of stuff we talk about. So listen, let me see. So what position you think Miami needs to improve more production from this season? Ugh. Linebackers? I mean, I think the linebackers ain't got nowhere to go but up. Right? Linebackers ain't got nowhere to go but up. Linebackers, I think a lot of wide receivers need to step up. Yeah. Linebackers got to go up. Why is Cam Newton trending? Why is Cam Newton trending? Anybody know? Yeah, but I think linebacker, wide receiver. What else? Who else? Y'all got somebody else to add? Who else we need to improve? What else we need to improve at? Defensive tackling. I'm hearing that the tackling is fixed, dog. I'm hearing that the tackling is fixed. That's what I'm hearing. How Cleveland Reed got more NIL deals and he got minutes on the field? They might be out there hustling, man. Let me answer a couple more of these questions, man. Y'all dudes funny, man. I see we got some more IOD squad emojis, man. Shout out to IOD squad. Listen, the video that y'all was watching, the video at the beginning, man, that's the video, that's the members video. If you want to become a football villain and get into the member group me, if you want to become a football villain and get into the member group me, you just it's in the comment section and it's in the description down there, or right next to the subscribe button. You should have a join button, or you can click the icon, or you can click the icon and go directly to the page. Let's see. Yeah, or you can click the icon and go directly to the page. The icon that has the subscribers on it. Let me see. I can show y'all really fast because it seems like I get more out of it. So become a member and watch the videos that you haven't seen, the TJ Capers videos and stuff like that. Right here, I'm gonna give y'all a quick tutorial. Right here, next to subscribe. I hope y'all can see my mouse. Next to subscribe should be a join button. If not, you just go to my icon over here. See the R? See the R? You go to the icon, and then you click the icon. And in the right-hand corner up here next to subscribe, it should say join. That's how you become a member and get into the member. Go to the member section. There's an article in there today. You get into the member group me. It's 50% off the first month right now. We got the best message board or group me or chat talk you're going to find, man. I mean, if anybody in here, man, you agree with me, man, give me thumbs up or something. But that's how you get in there. Right next to the subscribe button and the alert bell, those are free. You should have been hit both of those. It should be a join button right here, or you can go to the description, show more, and it'll be in here and show more. The reason I'm not doing it is because I can't join my own thing. Somebody told me I should show y'all this, so I figured I'd just show y'all. Yeah, it's kind of hard to join your own thing.
You might have seen videos like this before, but here's the big secret. Anyone can make one of these videos in a few.
Oh, so I can join it. So listen. Join button is right there. Bam, there go the join button. Okay, so they do show it to me. There's the join button. Make that bigger for y'all. There's the join button right there. If you don't have a join button there, you got one of these weird phones. iPhone didn't have a join button there. You could click the logo right here where it says 74,000. Click the logo, and that's going to take you here. There's all the cool videos that you don't have. The ones who are not members. You get a badge, you become a member, and you click the join button here, or you can click the join button here. You see, it got Sean Rounds up here because they know Sean Rounds, that dude, man. Sean Rounds giving all the money. A couple other dudes up here. I think that's Chris Young, I think right there. then a T and a J and A. I don't know what the other guys are. But you click join right here, and it's going to bring you here.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Stop.
And that's my little intro video.
Thank you for coming to member. You hit the button yet?
That hat look like a Scully,
yeah,
don't it?
Because you think about becoming a member. The button's up there. I know it's like half off the first month. You got to take advantage of that. What's going?
That's how you get. And then you just hit join, and you get off, and you get in. That's how I roll. That's how you do it, dog. I mean, that's how you do it. Chris Young got a Negro hair. Y'all boys wild, man. We got you, Jay Blaze. And to get on the member group me, you gotta actually download the group me first. So listen, bro. We talked about Brashard Smith maybe getting carried. We talked about Akheem Mesidore over under 7 sacks. Let us know in the comment section what you think. 786459499 or click the link that's pinned at the top, bro. We're working on trying to get all this stuff together in one spot. We're working on it, you know what I'm saying? But for now, we're gonna rock like this, man. We love having YouTube as a partner. Some people don't like it, but I can have it because you have a better partner than Google. I don't. That's how I look at it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. So we talked about that. We talked about a few things. We talked about Robbie Washington, compared him to Marshall Faulk. I know y'all see wide receiver by his name, but if you do your research, go check his huddle. He does a lot from the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers stay home, drag, scratch screens, get handoff. Go look at his huddle. X compared his brother Bobby Washington to Willie Williams, and we all lost our mind a couple months ago. And then Bobby Washington turns on the Jets Friday and knocks the dog out of somebody's child, and everybody was like, "Oh my!" Let me see. Do I have that play? Let's see. Since we talking about the play, I might as well show the play, right? See if I can find that. Put my eyes on that play.
They don't even know.
Let's see if we could pull that play up. Let me let y'all see it before we get out of here, dog.
Canes, baby.
There it is.
Going on moving forward.
This is Malik Brown.
Man, Malik Brown. Anything you want to say to Coach Strong, man? You ready to recruit you at Miami?
My guy, man, you know what it is. Go Canes, baby.
There it is.
Going on moving forward.
There it is. I don't even know why I said that. I say that all the time. There it is. There it is. That play has to be in here somewhere. Let's see. I done went too far. But that was Malik Bryant the other night. We interviewed him after the Northwestern game. Northwestern dominated that, pretty much dominated that game. I done went back too far now. Let's see if we can search it. Oh, don't look like he got it up here. Oh, look, one more place. Okay, found it. Ooh, that was brutal. Oh, y'all looking at it? Okay. I didn't think y'all saw that. All right. We'll get that back popping again. Let's see. It's another angle. It's another angle out here. Here we go. Look where he came from, though. Look where he came from. Look where he came from. Oh my! It's one more angle. It's another angle that I saw. That ain't even all the angles I saw. Oh my! We can't. Kyle, what you say? Oh my, bro! Listen, X compared to Willie Williams, and everybody went crazy, bro. I don't know. So listen, man, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm D, man. 786-459-9499, man. Don't put off tomorrow something you can do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D, and I'm out of here.